Okay, Representative Gutierrez, you've brought Gutierrez. I'm sorry. You've brought or thinking about bringing a bill that you've brought several times before about recognizing Pluto as a planet, and so going to bring that again this year.
Actually, and it's a memorial, but thanks. Yes, I am. And this year it should be really significant because it's the 80th anniversary of Clyde Tombaugh discovering Pluto. And so I think New Mexico, and I know New Mexico State will be rallying around this memorial as well as the Tombaugh family, as they always have. And it's interesting because Pluto was this great little planet that sort of just went along and minded its own business. And then when it was downgraded to a dwarf planet, or however they say it, it started getting a lot more attention. And I understand some of the people that actually voted to downgrade it said, well, I'm not said, they've profited from it, which just seems, in this year unethical. So I am definitely going back in and making sure that at least in New Mexico we recognize it, because we're the home of Clyde Tombaugh. And actually in 2014, which is going to be a great year, we have the spacecraft called the New Horizons spacecraft that's going to do, a drive-by by what we know as the planet Pluto, and it actually has some of Clyde Tombaugh's ashes in that spacecraft. So that's kind of neat. So I think this year on to 2014 will continue to make sure Pluto is always recognized in New Mexico as a planet.
And I guess I'm going to ask you the question you probably get asked a lot, but maybe especially now with the budget crunch. Why fight for Pluto? And
well, it's interesting. If you interview, and I would strongly recommend people contact the Clyde family, or maybe there might be something on the internet concerning them, or actually, and there is a new book called Pluto, and it's a little bit of it talks about the argument for keeping it as a planet. It talks about the family and how this is not, a lot of people, sort of say, oh, cute Pluto, but really it was a serious issue, and the way that they voted for it was very interesting. As a legislator, I can appreciate reading the book and seeing the politics that go on. Actually, they waited till the end of the day. They counted their votes ahead of time, and the Tombaugh family was very offended in how they proceeded with this vote. And so I think that, we need to regroup, relook at it, and see if it wasn't there wasn't some politics involved. And, the cost of this memorial is the cost of printing, and I know that is a cost in this time, that it is critical that we save all our pennies. But I think for New Mexico and for this family, I think that this is very important legislation, for us to just continue recognizing Pluto in New Mexico. It's very important.
And what do you say to people when they look at you? Because this has made national news. What do you say when they say, oh, you're the legislature fighting for Pluto? What do you tell them?
Well, it's constituent driven. My constituents are the Tombaugh family. Everyone who's in politics understands that. Once you hear the story and understand what Clyde Tombaugh's contributions were, not only to New Mexico State, but to the community of Las Cruces, as well as the whole state of New Mexico, they start to get it, and they see that it's not as, as cute and tongue-in-cheek as, it could be thought of.